So we are very close at our stop. Toilet stop. On the left side you can see the turbines, the windmill. That is Pontedera. This city, we invented the Vespa scooter. So the Vespa was invented here 72, 75 years ago, and we still have the main office of the production of the Vespa, and a tiny museum of the history of the Vespa scooter. So when they come back in the summertime, you can hire a Vespa and have a Vespa to, without drink.
Too scary.
No, non si ferma, ma nessuno. So just 10 minutes and toilet stop here and ready to go. Okay, so this is our toilet stop, 10 minutes and ready to go.
Doesn't leave anyone here.
Well, he thought he had it right.
Not to lose
All together.
10 miles down the road.
Ok, Mario, vai, andiamo. Ok, it's time to go. It's time to go now. Okay, we are all together, and so I say to Mario, andiamo, let's go. It's time to go to Tuscany. We are in Tuscany, but we are going to one of the most important medieval town of Tuscany, San Gimignano. So that could be a little bit difficult for the English speakers to say this, but it's a San, is like a saint. Gimignano is an ancient name of a saint. Yes, it's a little bit twist. Okay, that is Pontedera, I told you before, and that is the Piaggio factories. Piaggio is the family who produced the Vespa. The Piaggio is a big family in Italy. They produce the. Did you see the airplane when they have the flags, the white with the smokes? When we have acrobatic plane, so that's the Italian Air Force use a special airplane. It's made by Piaggio. It's a special plane made not here but in a factory in Genoa, going to France. So that is Pontedera, and Pontedera is the place where Andrea Bocelli used to come to school, because Andrea Bocelli was born in a village next door here. I think you know this name. And that is the place where because that is the main city in the area. So Andrea Bocelli once a year organized a concert on the hill, so we will pass very close to his place. In July, at the end of July, there is a big concert in Open Air Theatre, and now it's coming from 2006, so it's more than 10 years, 12 years now, and it's to raise money for charities. At the beginning was to raise money for the liver transplant section of Pisa Hospital, because the father was died for the liver problems, and now he's with the money they built schools, music schools around the world. He built 5 schools in Haiti after the earthquakes, and the kids from Haiti last year they come in to sing with the Andrea Bocelli. So that's very, very nice.
Yes.
Next year will be the 25th of July, the concert. If you would like to come back, that is the date to do this. in front of us there are the signs where the advertising of the concert we had last year. This year, not last year. This year in July of the Andrea Bocelli, and for the first time, the concert performance was a real opera, not like music or songs with lots of artists that come in usually. But this year used to be a real opera. Was the Andrea Chenier, and was the first opera Andrea Bocelli who saw when he was a kid. So it was a dream for him to sing in an opera, on this kind of opera. And now leave the motorway to go to Florence, and we are going to in the countryside now.
It's not just a big city. Like the umbrella lines. Which they have to trim them, or they just, is it like it's been trimmed to do that?
I thought it was. It was a little nuts.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looked trim to me.
But you'd have to trim them pretty they get so tall.
Questo semaforo io non lo vedo mai, ci devo pensare. C'è anche una luce molto fioca.
Ma poi è un'altezza proprio
Sì.
basso.
Sì. L'autobus si vede meglio, però la macchina. Oggi non è troppo bella, forse non ci sono motociclisti, se no ci sono anche
Quelli sono più pericolosi.
May not be a touring brand.
Whatever. Chilly out there. This is great strolling over here, Chief.
Massimo?
Massimo, like a Max. Massimo.
Okay.
That is Max. It's my English version. Crops around here usually the wheat or sunflowers. That's the two main production, and you can see the vineyards. Wine everywhere. So on the right side here, you can see a village on top of the hill with the tower, the bell tower. That is Terricciola, and that is the capital of the Pisan Chianti Hills. Because when we talk about the Chianti wine, not Chianti, but Chianti, that's the real name there. We have the regional Chianti area is between Florence and Siena, and that's the way we produce the Chianti Classico, the classic one, the original one. But the Chianti, it's a blend of different grapes. It's not a grape. It's a Sangiovese grape. You know this name if you like wine. Sangiovese is the main part of the Chianti. The original recipe coming from at the beginning of the 19th centuries by the Florentines. I forgot the name now. So that's he make the real recipe of the time. The minimum percent of the Chianti is 70% of Sangiovese, and the other 30% we blend with the local. The Sangiovese, it's a Italian grape. It's a local grape, but we call it like we say Malvasia, Colorino, Ciliegiolo, another kind of grapes to give the characteristic of that. And minimally they need to stay 1 year in between the barrels, the tanks, and the bottles. That is the standard. And and the Chianti Classico is just between Florence and Siena. The other part of Tuscany, we produce Chianti too, but we need to specific which part of Tuscany come from. So the Chianti Pisan Hills, the Chianti Florence, the Chianti from Siena, so the specific area of that.
Trees on the right.
This kind of trees, we call it poplars. It's fast growing, and we use for to produce the paper or the sorry for so that's when we mash the trees and we produce the kitchen or what do you need, the folds timber.
Paper towels.
Yes, like this.
Paper products.
Yeah. So these trees on the right side, I think you know, they are olive trees. That says that when you see the trees like this, they are olives. So on the hills, on the Tuscany, it's full of olive trees. That's why wine and olive oil, they are the main farm producer here, and that's the most important production in Tuscany. At the farm, they produce the olive oil too, and you will taste on the bruschetta the olive oil too. We have a truck.
I bet it's pretty when they're green.
Yeah. And that is winter. In the summer, when the August, when it's the peak of the heat, it's a little bit more yellow brown, but usually it's green now until May. So May they change again the color to yellow because June it's when we harvest the wheat.
Probably won't, but
You can see the olive trees on your right side. It's we prune in a way to open the branches, and they stay open like this because the sun could be go inside at the trees, and it could be more for the olives, more sun for the olives. So the hills has something special. Someone they love, someone they hate. Truffles. So someone they fall in love with truffles, someone because it's too strong. But here we have the white truffles, the white one, and that is the season. November, December, January is the season for the white truffle. And here just behind of this hill we have the San Miniato, is the capital of the white truffle. In your country or in here we can cultivate the truffles, but it's the black one. the black one or the brown one or the summer one, we say. It's a little bit more woody in the taste and costs less.
It costs less.
The white one this season it's about 3,000 euro for kilo. So that is. And just 2 days ago they found that one of 2 kilos. It's a very, very brave, but more than 2 kilos. So one olive like this could be cost about 200 euro. That's a standard 150, 200 for this. And the best way to appreciate the truffle is the white pasta on top and shave on top, grate on top, or the fried egg. Just a fried egg and put the truffle there. That is the best way to appreciate the truffle.
That's awesome. Yeah, and the market in the where were we at market? I don't remember. We were in a market a few days ago, and they had the black truffles for 900 euros.
Yeah.
990.
It depends the quality and the area. Here it's one of the best. We have a truffle area. It's a San Gimignano here, and one is in Alba in the north of Italy, close to Turin, where they produce the Barolo, the other kind of wine. That's the two competitors to have the best white truffles, and we have more white truffle now.
Yeah, that one was the black truffle.
Now, now it become more popular than the past. In the past, it was just for the elite food, not for everyone.
If you want to pay, you can have it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Let's see these two. Yeah, this is more yeah, right.
I do both.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
Yeah. Never seen it more picturesque. This is what I think of when I see the
Look at the sign on the bottom here, San Gimignano 35 Ks. Here. It's a normal motorway, Mario
20
said.
minutes
More.
more.
Because it's a little bit
Okay.
windy up and down like this.
That makes sense. It's beautiful.
Tuscany.
It's prettier than California.
Here we have, you can see on the cows here. You can see animals outside like you have in your country. One, because of the space. We need to decide, or crops of animals. That's it. And here we have the natural predator. We still have the wolf. So the flocks and the cows we can leave outside in the night. Every night we need to put it in the shade. You see some ships here. The big building in front of us, the big terracotta building there, that used to be a tobacco place to dry the tobacco, because in this area until 100 years ago we still produced the tobacco, and now we move the crops overseas for the new law, and that's a change lots in sunflowers and wheat and vineyards. So that is we're still on this big building, tobacco shade, dried tobacco. So we used to grow crops in Kentucky tobacco to produce the